Well, good evening. I'm Scott Foster, live in the studios here at KTOO. Wow. We've just all been watching Amos Burg. What a great half hour. A program produced here at KTOO after hours and hours of work. But it's, wow, just what a treat to see a program, a half-hour program about a person from our community adventuring across the country and around the world, produced by Nancy Long. The reason I'm in the studio along with a bunch of other friends on this night is because this is a special night at K2 all night long. We have premier programs about the place we live and about our state and the people that live here with us. And we're joined by friends on the telephone. If you feel on this night of looking at the Alaska spirit and just having a good time watching television about Alaskans, if you'd like to join in, we've got phone answers that can take your calls of support for public television and for local programs like you've just seen, the Journeys of Amos Burg. What a treat, and what we've got coming up. Well, there's other people to tell you what's coming up too, and one of them is Betsy Brenneman.
Thanks, Scott. Yes, coming up tonight, the new National Geographic special called Braving Alaska. This is Braving Alaska Night here on KTOO-TV. We invite your calls in support of public television tonight. We're going to be here just briefly tonight, and we're having lots of fun. Remember, you can call at any level you feel you would like to support us at with an additional gift maybe this year, or maybe you forgot to pledge in March your membership support. We're just here tonight to say we are happy to be able to bring you these programs, and we hope you're enjoying yourself and feel it in your heart to support public television. You may have the video of this program, The Journey of Amos Burg, at the $100 level if you pledge at that level tonight. I also want to let you know that Carolyn Burg, Amos's wife, is here tonight with us at KTOO-TV in our studios. She's been watching the program for the first time. We're very happy she came tonight, and she brought something with her that I want to share with you. Amos wrote down, and you can see this here, hope it doesn't give too much glare in the camera, some of the things, 12 things that he felt were important in life. I'll read a few to you. First one, quality of forbearance toward all things created, courage, secrecy, concentration, faith, honesty, self-control, cleanliness, cheerfulness, perseverance, purity, and humility. And he had a little saying here at the bottom. He said, always praise your enemy, because if you whip him, your glory is increased. And if he whips you, it lets you down easy. Amos Burg, an amazing person. He lived here in Juneau. Many of you may have known him when he was alive in Juneau here. And we are so happy to be able to bring this program to you tonight. If you're enjoying tonight, and if you would like to support public television, we invite you to call 586-3636 or 1-800-478-3636 and talk to one of our phone volunteers.
Join us just to have a good time, too. Call us up and let us know you're out there enjoying this program. What a great job to have a job title like adventurer. I mean, James Bond was nothing compared to this guy. I've read Amos Burg's pieces in Alaska Fish and Game magazine over the years, and never knew a fraction of what this man did, much less that he only had one pair of shoes. And what a classic Alaskan. I can appreciate that. You know. If you're enjoying hearing about Amos Burg, if you're enjoying seeing his exploits, hearing about a guy who lived with things like being frozen to his canoe, give us a call. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you enjoy public broadcasting. This is public TV at its best, and it's right here in our own backyard. Local folks making good, making national headlines. This program will be aired nationally here before long. And it's right here. It's right in front of our faces every day. If you enjoy that sort of thing, give us a holler. Give us a phone call, 586-3636, toll-free, 800-478-3636. Let us know you enjoy public broadcasting. Well, it's nice to hear the phones ringing, and I'm pleased to be with Nancy Long. Congratulations, Nancy.
Thank you.
Nancy produced the program, and gosh, you probably know as much about Amos Burg as most people do, excepting his friends and his wife. What was it that grabs you most about this man?
Well, I think the list that Betsy read is probably a real good reason. It was his spirit, his zest for adventure, and his love for life, and he never wasted a moment. Every moment he was alive, he was experiencing life to its fullest and enjoyed everything around him, nature and people, and it was his spirit that captured me.
Does some of that rub off on you being a producer of a program? You have to get so immersed in Amos Burg and all the research. has it affected you personally?
I have received a lot of benefit from Amos Burg. It's been a wonderful, wonderful project to work on. I couldn't have asked for a better project to work on. And all his friends and family, they were wonderful to talk to. All the people that had things to say about Amos Burg, it was all positive. And just reading through his journals, all of his thoughts and experiences, how could they not but benefit me?
Well, we should mention that we're here with Nancy Long, who produced the program that we've just seen, Amos Burg. And we're hoping that people that like public television, that like local programs, especially local programs like this, that have just taken a phenomenal amount of time to produce, might call your support for public television right now. So if they do that, that'd be great. Just briefly, how much time does it take to produce the half hour we just saw?
Well, I've been working on it for a year and a half, Scott.
For 1/2 hour?
Half time. And yes, it is expensive to produce, if I may say so. Every piece of footage that you saw in there cost money. From 20th century to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the photos, everything. It was an expensive piece to produce, and that's partly why we're here.
Well, and we hope that people that like this kind of program will give us a call right now. And Betsy is here in the studio, too. Hi, Betsy.
Yes, and I have a special little souvenir to show you that you can have tonight if you call in your support at the $25 level. It says, I braved Alaska with KTOO-TV on April 29th, 1992. This whole night is called Braving Alaska. This is about the Alaskan spirit and the people who personify it. We hope you'll let us know that you find this programming important to you and your family and that you're having a good time tonight. When you do, don't forget you can call in and enter your name in our drawing that we will draw a name out, a winner later this evening who can win a weekend for two in Skagway later in this season. Yes, Amos Burg, an important program. If you would like to have a video of the Journey of Amos Burg, it can be yours at the $100 level, and at the same time you're showing your support for public television. A great souvenir also, the Journey of Amos Burg. We do plan to offer this nationally to PBS. We already know that Pacific Mountain Network, which is our regional network for PBS, is interested in carrying it, so all of the western stations will be seeing this program, and possibly all of the stations in the country. We're very proud of it. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us a call right now, 586-3636, 1-800-478-3636. We have phone volunteers who are standing by, waiting to take your calls, showing your support for public television and letting us know that you truly like Alaska programs.
Enjoy a weekend getaway in the famous gold rush town of Skagway. When you call KTOO-TV during our Alaska Night celebration, you become eligible for 2 relaxing nights away at the Skagway Inn. You and a friend begin your weekend with passage aboard the Alaska Marine Highway. Once in Skagway, you'll stay at the historical Skagway Bed and Breakfast Inn, where you'll find comfortable beds, friendly service, and Victorian charm. As the winner, you're entitled to 1 double room for 2 people for 2 nights on any date between September 8th and December 18th, 1992. A delicious home-cooked breakfast is included for both days. But be sure to call KTOO-TV tonight to be eligible for the Skagway Weekend Getaway.
Well, we're here in the studio with a whole bunch of people, and we're looking to support public television, to support local programming, and gosh, we just had a great local program that we can support. It's easy to do it. It's just, what a treat to sit and watch that. That's the first time I'd seen it all put together. Gosh, it was just great. And we got more coming up.
It's the first time we've ever done a proposal to the Pacific Mountain Network for funds. The Corporation for Public Broadcasting does give funds to the Pacific Mountain Network and other regions for programs in the regions that are worthy of support. And we're happy to say that we did get a grant, seed money, to produce this program from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Well, and it looks like people like what they've seen.
Well,
I mean, the phones are, that's really great.
We hope so. We hope that you will call in. Let us know that you're appreciating tonight. Enter your name in the drawing for Skagway, and get your Amos Burg video. If you're a friend or an acquaintance of Amos Burg, or you perhaps just want to know more about him and have this as a souvenir, at the $100 level, you can have the the Journey of Amos Burg program that you just saw. Remember, at the $25 level, you can have a fun little souvenir. That is the Alaska Colors, I Braved Alaska, the T-shirt. We have them in large sizes, and they say I Braved Alaska with KTOO-TV on April 29th, 1992. So give us a call right now. We are here to have a lot of fun tonight. Braving Alaska, the National Geographic special, brand new, is coming up next. You won't want to miss a minute.
Call, too, while it's on.
Call while it's on. We'd love to hear from you.
forecasts of 30 and 40 below and ice fog. That brings back memories of living in Fairbanks. What a great program. We're going to take a little break and let you share your enjoyment with us. Let us know that you're out there and watching this program and getting a kick out of it. We have volunteer phone answers waiting here to hear from you. 586-3636 is the number in Juneau. 1-800-478-3636 if you're outside the Juneau area. It's a toll-free call. Give us a holler. I'm Ron Clark. I'm here in the studio tonight with Scott Foster and Betsy Brenham, and we've got sort of a Braving Alaska celebration here. And if you want to call and let us know that you're watching and make a pledge to public TV, you can get an I Braved Alaska with KTOO-TV t-shirt at the $25 level. At the $100 level, you can get a tape of the program you saw previous to this one, the Journeys of Amos Burg. Fabulous program. The guy shot the Snake River in 1925, well before there were any streaks of aluminum on any of those rocks. If you watched that program and were maybe pining for the way Alaska used to be, well, this program that we're in now, the National Geographic Special, ought to convince you that it's still that way in a lot of corners of this state. It's a fabulous big place, and public TV brings it right into your living room all the time, as you are well aware if you're a regular viewer of public TV. Give us a call. We'd like to hear from you right now. 586-3636, 1-800-478-3636.
We are having lots of fun tonight. This is a very exciting night to be able to bring you all this new programming, all premieres here for KTOO-TV. Braving Alaska Night, the Journey of Amos Burg, the new National Geographic special, Braving Alaska, and then we're going to have a segment called Braving Southeast, which is about a couple from Klawock that you're going to get to see, which is a brand new segment from next season's Rain Country that, of course, hasn't been seen yet. And then we're going to be going to the new production, The Alaska Highway by KAKM, a whole night of brand new, very high-quality Alaska programs, some of them produced right here in Alaska. Remember, call before 11 o'clock tonight and enter your name in our drawing for a weekend for two at the Skagway Inn. You don't have to pledge your support to public television to enter the drawing, but of course we hope you do. Remember, when you do, I'm wearing the I Braved Alaska t-shirt right now. You can get yourself an I Braved Alaska t-shirt tonight at the $25 level. A great souvenir of this kind of programming you're seeing tonight on your public television station, and a reminder also about some of the reasons many of us came to the state to begin with. The Alaskan spirit, the independence, the creativity, the stick-to-it-ness that you're seeing in this program tonight, that you're going to see in the programs that follow, and that you also saw in our production, The Journey of Amos Burg. We're having lots of fun. We'd like to hear from all of you around Southeast Alaska who would like to let us know that you support your public television station and that Alaskan programming is real important to you. Give us a call.
We've heard from quite a number of local folks and some from around South. We'd like to say thanks to those folks. Joe Pape from here in Juneau called in with support of public TV, as did Pete Crandall, Gladys Williamson here in town, Janet Criswell from here in Juneau, Linda Jaguar and Rick Clare from across the channel over in Douglas. We'd like to say thanks to Marilyn George and William Ellis. Marilyn is in Petersburg, and Wilma Ellis is in Ward Cove. Thanks very much for calling in. We know you're out there enjoying it. We're enjoying the programming here tonight, especially. We'd like to hear from you, maybe former Fairbanks residents who remember the days of 40 below and ice fog. It's a little different down here in Southeast.
Well, we're going to be going back to that in just a second. We're going to see the second half of Braving Alaska, and we've got just more Alaska stuff coming up all night long here on K2. And I'd like to thank some of the people. It takes us this whole break just to thank all the people that are calling in. What a great job. Bill and Phyllis Gates, thank you very much, and Carol Monroe and Chris Parse and Al Parse, the Copenhagen family, thank you all very much. Pat Eggers, John Eggers, Sue Yetka, Betty Harris, and Joy Fallon. Wow, thank you all. Betsy's got some more thank yous to add to us, to these that we've already given you. Thank you all.
That's right. I have more thank yous to tell you of people who've called in their support for public television tonight. I also want to say thanks to a lot of people who, and I will be thanking them through the evening, who donated our set tonight. A lot of Alaskana here on the set. Some baskets, some parkies, and some snowshoes, and a replica of a blanket, some masks, photos, of course, of Amos Burg. I want to thank Manya Pangawi, who was our designer tonight and put this together. Also to Betty Harris and Lee Harris. There are lots of other people I'll be thanking. Also thanks to Sally Smith, Charla Chappelle, Helen Drury from Sitka, thanks very much. Janet Coussart from Juneau, David and Cheryl Hall from Juneau, Nancy Thomas from Juneau, Ree Munoz from Juneau, Dave and Vonnie Anderson, Robert Armstrong, Don Levine and Joyce Andrews, Ron and Stacy Wendell, and Andy Klein. Okay, now, those are all Juneau calls. How about you folks down in Ketchikan and Sitka who have thought about pledging support to public television this year and becoming a member or giving an additional gift? Get your Braving Alaska t-shirt that I'm wearing for the $25 level or one of our videos tonight. But most important, let us know you're out there and enjoying this program.
Enjoy a weekend getaway in the famous gold rush town of Skagway. When you call KTOO-TV during our Alaska Night celebration, you become eligible for 2 relaxing nights away at the Skagway Inn. You and a friend begin your weekend with passage aboard the Alaska Marine Highway. Once in Skagway, you'll stay at the historical Skagway Bed and Breakfast Inn, where you'll find comfortable beds, friendly service, and Victorian charm. As the winner, you're entitled to 1 double room for 2 people for 2 nights on any date between September 8th and December 18th, 1992. A delicious home-cooked breakfast is included for both days. But be sure to call KTOO-TV tonight to be eligible for the Skagway Weekend Getaway.
The Skagway Weekend Getaway, yes, enter your name in our drawing for the Weekend for 2 in Skagway. And we're going to be going to Klawock tonight, too, a little later, right, Scott?
Well, yeah, we've been watching Braving Alaska, and we've seen parts of the state, and of course we live in part of the state too. And so for one of our rain country stories coming up for next season that we're shooting now, we went down to Klawock and met a real nice couple and spent a great day with them. And the way that they live and how they brave Alaska from the shores of Klawock, and that's coming up. So that's a kind of a sneak preview of a coming rain country story that'll be up next year. But well, we had a great time with the Nickerson family. They're nice people.
Great. Well, that will be coming up later. All of the programs you're seeing tonight are premieres here for KTOO-TV. All brand new, never before seen in Southeast Alaska, and in some cases, never before seen anywhere tonight. The Journey of Amos Burg, hope you didn't miss it. Right now, we're going to be going back in just a few seconds to Braving Alaska. Let me remind you that we're celebrating Alaskan programming tonight and the Alaskan spirit. We hope you are joining us and enjoying it. If you would like to join us and let us know that you're there, call 586-3636, or if you're outside of Juneau, 1-800-478-3636. Get a Braving Alaska t-shirt. I Braved Alaska t-shirt. Maybe you want the Journey of Amos Burg video at the $100 level. Whatever you would like to do to show your support, we would like to hear from you right now. Right, Ron?
That's right. One thing you'll notice, I think, through the programming tonight, we saw it all through the Journeys of Amos Burg, and now with these folks Braving Alaska in there, one special way or another, is they've all got that little glint in their eye. You know, the pictures of Amos Burg, no matter what he was doing, he's, you know, paddling canoes or charging cedar boats down the rivers or lining a canoe up a stream. He always had that little flash in his eye that lets you know he was a little mischievous, a little bit of an adventurer, and I think you'll see that in most of the folks tonight. You'll see it in most of the folks wandering around Southeast, I think, in one way or another, even if the most daring thing you do in an average day is brave the traffic on Egan Drive. We're all have a little bit of an adventure in us, and if you would like to demonstrate that even more prominently, you can get this I Braved Alaska t-shirt. I Braved Alaska with K2, April 29th, 1992 at the $25 level. If you'd like to help support public broadcasting at that level, you get a free t-shirt. And while you're at it, give us a call and let us know why you personally enjoy or choose to support K2. What do you watch? What do you enjoy? What do you like about public broadcasting? We're having a great time. These are fabulous programs. We hope you're enjoying them too. If you'd like to let us know that you're enjoying them, give us a call, 586-3636.
If you saw the special that we produced on the Journey of Amos Burg, I think you'll agree that a lot of what Amos personified was what we're trying to portray tonight and to celebrate in Alaska. The Alaskan spirit, it's sometimes hard to identify, but I think with Amos Burg and with these folks that you're seeing who are braving Alaska in the interior, some of it is the myth of Alaska, but on the other hand, these are real people. They have these values, and they're, of course, expressing them very well. Amos Burg, if you saw it, a very eloquent expression of what drove him in life to be not only an adventurer, but a very good human being who lived life to the fullest. And as the producer of the show said, didn't waste a second, lived his life to the fullest. You're going to continue to see that tonight. Don't forget, we're going to go right back to the National Geographic special, Braving Alaska, for the conclusion of that program. Then it's on to Braving Southeast, and then finally the Alaska Highway story. Don't go away. Lots of fun tonight. We hope you're with us. Call us right now and show your support.
Braving Alaska, a program about another part of our state, for those of us who live in Southeast at least, but the way of life of some people who choose to live the wilderness style. We're going to be looking at a style of life in Southeast, a couple in Klawock who are gathering subsistence foods, and we're going to see them going out for herring roe on kelp. That'll be coming up in just a moment.
This is PBS.
Well, good evening. I'm Scott Foster, live in the KTOO studios, where we've got a special evening of television programming here on KTOO, live television here in the studio right now, and we've had Alaska programs all night long, and we're going into more Alaska programs. Coming up, a short rain country preview, a story about a couple in Klawock who have gathered herring eggs on roe, or herring roe on kelp. And then we're going to go look at a special on the Alaska Highway, the 50th anniversary. That's all coming up. And for people that like public television, that like locally produced programs and like programs about Alaska, we've got a bunch of people gathered here in the studio that are happy to take your calls of support for public television. And also for anyone who calls up, we've got a drawing that'll be coming up a little bit later tonight. So if you call and just give your name and address and phone number here for the drawing for a weekend in Skagway, transportation is provided. So you put your name here and we'll put it right in our box, shake them all up, and a little bit later we'll draw a lucky winner. But that's all coming up, and what also is coming up tonight is more Alaska programming and Southeast, Braving Southeast. That'll be coming up in just a moment, and we're going to, as I say, go to the Alaska Highway a little bit later. So we've got a great night. We've had a good night so far, and I'm here in the studio with a bunch of friends, including Betsy Brenneman.
Thanks, Scott. Those of you who have been coveting one of these I Braved Alaska t-shirts with KTOO, we just have a few smalls left. No more extra larges and no more mediums, folks. We're sorry. But at the $25 level, if you would like a small t-shirt, give us a call right now and request a small size. I think we have very, very few of them left. So if you'd like one, call right away and let us know. I want to let you know that the Alaska Highway program is coming up, and we do have available at the $50 level the John Van Zyl commemorative poster of the Alaska Highway, a beautiful thing that John Van Zyl, the well-known Alaskan artist, did to commemorate this year's 50th anniversary of the construction of the highway. That's coming up at 10:30. If you would like this as a gift, let our phone answers know that. Well, this has been and is continuing to be a great night for those of us who are here in the studio. We hope you're enjoying it as much as we have enjoyed putting it together for you. You know, we really do try to be an Alaskan station. Public television, your local public television station, is a little different than a lot of other stations, and many cable stations, many commercial and even independent stations. We really do take to heart that we are community television. And what that means is when you call up and let us know that Alaska programming is very important to you, or whatever other kind of programming it is, we try to listen. I'm Betsy Brenneman. I'm the program director here at KTOO-TV, and I can tell you that your cards and letters and phone calls do make a difference. And Alaska programming, of course, is what so many of you say you like. Now, tonight have been premieres of programs that you've never seen before. One we produced called The Journey of Amos Burg. That video of The Journey of Amos Burg at the $100 level is available to you throughout the evening tonight. If you missed the program, you won't want to miss getting the video and showing it to your friends and taking a look at it. As I said, a few small t-shirts left. The Alaska Highway poster at the $50 level, and we will have the Alaska Highway video is also available for you at the $100 level. But most of all, we're inviting you to not only enter the drawing tonight, but to show your support for public television. Call 586-3636, or if you're outside of Juneau, 1-800-478-3636.
Braving Southeast will be coming up in just a few seconds. We just watched Braving Alaska from National Geographic. What a great program. Some familiar names there at the end. Neil Brown, Tom Hallinan, Dan Osborne at the Geophysical Institute in Fairbanks shot that fabulous footage of the Northern Lights. We'd like to say thanks to some other familiar names around Juneau and around Southeast. Alan Shore and Molly McCammon and Evelyn Benson and Stephen Schlafman, T.L. Miller and Sandy Knapp all called in from Juneau tonight to pledge their support for public broadcasting and to tell us how much they're enjoying tonight's programming. Tom Williams and Bern Savico called from over in Douglas. Lambton called from Ketchikan. Everett Savage called from Ketchikan. And we'd like to say thanks to Ray Hendricks, who also called from Ketchikan, and Mark Tier called from Sitka tonight. You can join them by giving us a call at 586-3636 or toll free from outside of Juneau, 1-800-478-3636. Public TV isn't there without you, and it gets lonely out in the bush, as you saw on Braving Alaska. It gets lonely here, too, if we don't hear from you. No problem with that tonight. We're hearing a lot from folks out there, and we'd like to hear from you. Give us a holler. Give us a call.
Well, I'd like to thank a few more people who have also called in, and we've got just all sorts of people. And just take a second here. Mike and Sue Herbison and Wendy Marriott and Julie Adams and George and Brenda Vaughn and Carol Carlson and Mick Leach, Dawn Ivans, Rand Shute, Bill and Irene Ferguson, Michael Harriet, John Edwards. They're going to fall out of my hands. There's so many people calling in. That's great. Nordic Air from Petersburg, thank you. Paul Thomas, Sue Erickson and Don Gullickson, Linda Torgerson, Linda Kyron, and the Valentines. I believe Valentines. Thank you all for calling in. And we've got more people answering the phones, and it's possible to still keep calling. We keep the phones ringing, and gosh, it's great to watch all this Alaska television.
And I want to say thanks to these great phone volunteers. You're giving them a workout tonight, which is great. There's a couple people who have answered phones before during pledge drives, and they said, boy, it's never been like this. I'm exhausted. Great to hear from all of you who would like to enter the drawing. This is getting to be down to the wire here on entering the drawing. We're going to draw that name of the winner for the Weekend for Two in Skagway at 11 o'clock. So just a few minutes left to enter the drawing. Call us right now to do that. And remember that if you would like this Alaska Highway poster by John Van Zyl, this can be yours at the $50 level. And I don't know if our small T-shirts are gone, but at the $25 level, I braved Alaska with KTOO-TV. Just a few smalls were left a few minutes ago. So they may be gone, but they may be a few left. I'm not sure. Most of all, I want to reiterate for you folks tonight that these programs are just as special to us as we hope that they are to you. Sometimes they're hard to come by. Alaska programs, if we don't produce them here at KTOO-TV, it's unusual, for instance, for National Geographic to devote, animal shows and grizzlies and sometimes, but to really come up to Alaska and try to portray what it is about this place that makes it special is unusual for National Geographic. We were thrilled that National Geographic decided to do this, and I think it really showed that they captured a lot of what we're about.
Well, it's an interesting way to look at the state because they picked out a real unusual aspect.
Right.
Most of us, we live in Juneau. We don't quite go out in the trap line on the dog sled every day, but it is certainly a slice of the Alaska life.
A lot of Alaska people like to think that they are still, part of them is out on the trap line even when they're over in the Capitol building or when they're in their office. That's part of why people came here, was the out of doors and the independent, self-sufficient lifestyle, I think.
Still, after watching a program like that, you feel a little silly when, roughing it was because the dishwasher blew up last week and you have to put up with that.
Well, we're going to look at a different kind of braving Alaska that might be a bit more recognizable to us that live here in Southeast. We're going to look at a rain country segment, a story that'll be on rain country when the new season premieres in the fall, that we've already done and produced, and it's about a couple in Southeast. And their braving Southeast is a little bit different than we saw in some of the stories that we just saw. So we're going to be going to Klawock now and a little bit of braving Southeast.
Great. The subsistence way of life in Southeast Alaska, another look at people living off the land in our part of the world, and a segment from the brand new upcoming season of Rain Country that will be premiering this fall. We thought we'd give you a little preview of the new Rain Country season. Now, we have had so much great response tonight. We are really having a lot of fun down here, and we've got the Alaska Highway program, the special produced by KKM, still to come tonight, the history of the highway, which is an incredible story in itself. One of the most incredible engineering feats ever. But if you would like to show your support for Alaska programming tonight, claim some of our special Alaska Night souvenirs, Braving Alaska souvenirs, give us a call right now while we're taking this short break, 586-3636, or if you're outside of Juneau, in Wrangell or Petersburg, we haven't heard from too many of you folks tonight, give us a call right now, 1-800-478-3636. That's a toll-free call. A lot of people in Southeast have been braving Alaska and living off the land for a long time, as you saw with the Nickerson family. If you're a user of the land and a liver off the land, maybe you'd like to call in and let us know that. Give us a call right now. Show your support for this kind of programming on your public television station.
Well, I had a good time working on this story about Jeff and Rachel Nickerson and gathering of the herring eggs. Skip Gray, one of our videographers at the station, and I went down to Klawock, but even before we got there to do that story, we were in Ketchikan, got in a small plane to fly there, and there was a snowstorm on the mountains to get from Ketchikan to the other side of Prince of Wales Island, and we flew out, had to turn around and come back, waited for several hours, phoned the Nickersons and said, oh, we're still coming, but we can't get through because of the snow. And they said, gee, it's nice here in Klawock, it's sunny, and oh, we're frustrated. So we got in late in the afternoon. We'd hoped to be there early in the day, and but they were waiting for us. We got off the plane and put our gear in their boat and went out and we just had a great time. And I had my first herring eggs along with the Nickersons and tried it several different ways as they showed how on the little tape that we produced on how they prepare it. So, well, anyway, we had a great time producing the story as part of the fun of working on rain country, getting to be able to meet the people that live in Southeast. But that story is just one of the programs we've had on tonight on a premiere night for Southeast Alaska on Alaska Television Stories. We've gone from Amos Burg, we've gone to Braving Alaska and seen some of the interior. We've gone to Klawock, one of our Southeast communities, and now we're going to be going to the road, the thread that ties Alaska to the rest of the U.S., the Alaska Highway. So that's coming up all on this special night. We're gathered here in the studio to celebrate this Alaska television evening with those of you who also like to find out a little bit more about the place where we all live. If you like that, if you want to support public television, it's easy to give a call at 586-3636.
I'm hungry. I'm watching all that stuff. I'm starved. Caribou and moose meat, and now herring eggs. If you're on your way back from the refrigerator, stop by the telephone on your way back to the tube. Give us a call. As Scott said, 586-3636 is the number. If you're outside of Juneau, 1-800-478-3636. It's toll-free. Let us know you're out there. Let us know that you're enjoying the programming tonight. We're getting a big kick out of it. And as Scott mentioned, the program on the Alaska Highway is coming up, and we've got a poster to commemorate that. This is John Van Zyl painting, and these guys are all burrowed into the mud, the standard view of building the Alaska Highway. It's an incredible story, and we're bringing it to you in just a few seconds. If you'd like to have that poster, it can be yours for a $50 pledge. If you'd like to just call and let us know how much you enjoy the programming, we can do that too. Give us a call.
That's right, Ron. The number is 586-3636 if you're in Juneau, or 1-800-478-3636 if you're outside of Juneau. We would like to hear from all of you all around Southeast Alaska. Maybe you forgot to make your pledge during the March Pledge Drive. Maybe you'd like to give an additional gift to public television. Maybe you've never been a member of public television before or never given a contribution. Tonight's a great night. We will have a video. We do have a video available of the Alaska Highway show coming up. You may want to get that at the $100 level. I just wanted to remind you that what we really tried to do here tonight was, in fact, to do a very special night of programs. And sometimes it's hard to do. This program isn't ready or available at the right time, or the time that it's available or getting fed from PBS isn't right. And we really tried to make it a night that you could sit down and really enjoy what you're seeing and have fun along with us. And at the same time, we thought it was such a special night, we thought, well, let's give them a chance to show their support for public television and to let us know that this kind of programming means a lot to the people out there in Southeast Alaska. So that's what we did. We are taking these short breaks to invite your support for public television and Alaska programming, and we're going to be going to the Alaska Highway Show from KAKM in just a few seconds. Give us a call right now and show your support for Braving Alaska.
And remember, this is your last chance to enter for that drawing for the trip to Skagway. If you'd like to get in on that, get on the phone, get on the horn, give us a call right now. We'll be making the drawing for the grand prize winner during our next break in the programming. So if you'd like to get in on that, please do give us a call. We'd like to say thank you to some of our friends around Southeast who have called in tonight and let us know that they've gotten as much of a kick out of the programs tonight as we have. Peter Claridge has called in from Juneau, North Star Concerts from here in Juneau. Sig Olson called from across the channel in Douglas. Terry and Leanne Saunders from Wrangell. Good to hear from Wrangell tonight. And Simone McAmer called from Sitka. Thanks all to all of you very much. We'd like to hear from the rest of the folks out there.
Thank you, too. We've got people from other towns calling in from Sitka. Jim Steffen, thank you. Also from Sitka, Ray and Thelma Stonebreaker, and from Ketchikan, Larry Johnson Jr., thank you. Diane Paddock from here in Juneau. Jerry and Charmaine Van Gastel, thank you for calling, even if I mispronounced your name probably. Paul and Patricia Cunningham, also from Juneau, thanks all for calling.
Thanks also to Robert and Karen Brown, Benita Guile, Fred Pasco, Bob and Maria Matson, Michael Chung, I hope I'm saying that right, Michael and Jean Dorsey, or Jeannie Dorsey, Donna Rivers from Ketchikan, great year from Ketchikan, Tam Slim and Greg Cook. Oh boy, that's a tough one. Minick, Anthony Minick, Tony Minick, or Myrick from Ketchikan, thanks to you. Jerry Parker, thanks to you. Bob and Bobby Rice, I'm trying to say these too fast. Joe Kyle, Beulah Johnson, Charlie Kelly, and Rich Lester. Thanks to all of you who've called in tonight. Now it's your turn. If you'd like to show your support for public television and let us know that you appreciate this programming, give us a call right now. Don't go away. Braving Alaska is over, but the Alaska Highway's right now.
That is Alaskan grit. Pesky rivers, come on, that's unbelievable. An amazing story here, topping off an evening of Alaskan programming. We're going to take a little break from the story of the Alaska Highway and give you a chance to let us know how much you're enjoying it. We're sitting here cracking up all over the place now. It's unbelievable what these guys actually managed to pull off. If you'd like to relive this program again and again, we do have, as a special thank you at a $100 pledge level, the Alaska Highway videotape, and you can give us a call here at 586-3636, or from any place in Southeast outside of Juneau, you can call toll-free, 1-800-478-3636. Unbelievable stuff these people did to put that highway through. We were wondering a little earlier if there were any veterans of the road building project around Juneau or around Southeast. If you worked on that thing, give us a call. Let us know you're out there. Let us know you're watching. I think about the closest I can get is I've got some sourdough that actually came up with the builders of the highway from 1942, and it's still going strong. We even dried a little bit of it and bring it out and rejuvenate it from time to time. So we have a living connection to the Alaska Highway. If you actually worked on it, though, or knew somebody that did, give us a call. We'd like to hear from you.
Or all of you who have ever driven the Alaska Highway. I think I've driven it 3 times, twice in winter. Okay, all right, yeah, wow. In fact, once by myself in winter. So if you've driven the Alaska Highway, give us a call. And if you would like to have this commemorative John Van Zyl poster of the Alaska Highway, the video at the $100 level, the poster at the $50 level, or you can have both the videotape and the poster for $125. If you would like to show your support for public television and maybe make an additional gift to KTOO this year, maybe you didn't get your pledge in this last March, maybe you've never pledged support or given a financial contribution to your public television station, well, this is a great time. We are braving Alaska tonight. Everything from the Journey of Amos Burg to the gathering of Herring Row tonight in southeast Alaska from Klawock, braving Alaska in the interior with the pioneer families up there, and now on the Alaska Highway, the great construction feat of the century. Boy, if we could get construction projects done that fast these days, wouldn't we get a lot done? Well, you're getting to see the story of how it was really done tonight. They're taking the poster away. The John Van Zyl poster at the $50 level, a souvenir from tonight's programming. I will tell you that the Braving Alaska, I Braved Alaska t-shirts are all gone. We're sorry we had so few. We didn't know the response would be so great. Thanks to all of you who've called in. You have just a few minutes left now to enter the drawing for the Weekend for Two at the Skagway Inn, with transportation provided by the Alaska Marine Highway from anywhere in Southeast. Call and enter our drawing. You don't have to give a financial contribution to enter the drawing. You just have to call and let us know your name and address. But we would like to hear from you right now. If you would like the video of the Alaska Highway, or if you'd like to enter the drawing, if you'd like the John Van Zyl poster, or if you just want to let us know that this kind of programming is important to you and your family, call us, 586-3636 or 1-800-478-3636.
Well, like the others here in the studio, Ron and Betsy talking about the Alaska Highway, I've had my trips up and down the highway too, and you know, I'm always surprised when you watch a program like this about the place that we all live and know something about, like the highway, for example, that when you watch it, you learn a little bit more. I mean, I've gone up and down the road, but the history of it has always eluded me. It was always sort of the next corner, or getting over the cracks in the highway, or avoiding the next pothole, or hoping that the next town was going to be not too far away. But just learning a little bit more about the history, a lot more about the history. It has been an interesting first half of this program. We'll be getting back to it in just a minute. But before we get back, we are going to be having the drawing for the getaway in Skagway. So just minutes left before we have that drawing, and so we'll have to cut off the calls when we have the drawing, obviously. So if you want to have a chance to win that trip to Skagway, a getaway for the weekend, it sounds great. Give us a call, 586-3636.
Yes, you sitting on the couch ignoring us. If you want to get in on this, get to the phone right now. 586-3636 is the number in Juneau, or call toll-free from anywhere in Southeast, 1-800-478-3636. We'll give you a couple of seconds more to get in on that free trip to Skagway. Ferry transportation from anywhere in Southeast, and a weekend, a great couple of days at the Skagway Inn. If you'd like to take a shot at that, we need to hear from you right now, so give us a call.
That's right. We would like to say a big thank you to the Alaska Marine Highway System for providing the transportation, and to the owners of the Skagway Inn for providing the weekend at the Skagway Inn. And we'd also like to thank our phone volunteers who are here tonight, and they've been busy taking all of your calls. And we've all been here braving Alaska with them and inviting your support for public television. Hope you've enjoyed this night. We are going to go right back to the Alaska Highway program as soon as we finish this break, so don't go away. You're going to want to see the end of that program. Call in right now. Remember, at the $50 level, this souvenir, the Alaska Highway poster, it was commissioned especially by John Van Zyl for this 50th anniversary year of the construction of the Alaska Highway. Famous Alaskan artist, and a great poster that you can have as a souvenir tonight at the $50 level, or you can have the video of the program at the $100 level, which Ron is so handily holding up right now. The video at the $100 level, and you can have both the poster and the video at the $125 level. And at the same time, you'll be showing your support for your public television station in Southeast Alaska, KTOO-TV. I want to say thank you to a few people who did that tonight. Rick Savico, thank you very much. He's from Douglas. Dale Lanigan and Sherry Chrysler from Douglas. Glenn Six from Juneau. Michael Halstead from Juneau, thanks to you for calling in. Mona Mamatsuka, I hope I'm saying that right, from Ock Bay. Robert and Martha Littlefield from Sitka, thanks very much. Monty Warbus from Ketchikan. Thanks to all of you who've called in tonight. Don't forget, get your name in the drawing and claim your souvenir gift tonight at whatever level you feel comfortable in showing your financial support.
I think we're on the verge of making a drawing. The phones have settled down a little bit, and we'll give you one last chance. 586-3636, 1-800-478-3636. Oh, too late. I think we better grab the box and do the drawing.
No more calls for the drawing, but do call in and get your gift, your poster, and your video at the $100 level, while Scott and Ron are getting ready to, Ron's getting the box,
doing it now.
shaking it up.
Wait.
Oops, a few more to go
One more.
in there.
Do it fast.
Oh, a couple more to go in. A couple more. There's Ron collecting all the drawing entries. We're waiting for a minute here. Remember, we are inviting your support tonight for Alaska Television. There, last one. Okay. Inviting your support for Alaska Television tonight and offering you some great thank you gifts as well, like this drawing and posters and videos. Call in right now. Ooh, quite a few in there. Okay.
Hold it up high.
Hold it up high
so
you can't see.
Yeah, okay. And I'll just mix them all up here quite a bit so that okay. But there's a lot of names in here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good to
so
hear from
we've
all
been.
you folks.
Drum roll.
Okay, here we go. Which one? Right here. Okay, here we go.
Yay. Wilma Ellis from Ward Cove, Alaska. All right. Wilma Ellis has won a round trip for two to the Skagway Inn and ferry transportation from anywhere in Southeast Alaska. She's got a long ride. Thank you, Wilma, for calling in. Now, it's your turn to call in, and if you haven't yet tonight, show your support. We're going to go right back to the Alaska Highway Show in just a minute, right? Am I right?
Indeed, we are.
Don't forget, we would like to hear from you tonight if you're enjoying this program. Most of all, we're having lots of fun. We've been braving Alaska all over the place tonight. I've got these two manly guys with me tonight to help me be sure that
We're very brave.
Oh, yeah.
You're very brave. Most of all, we thank all of you who called in and let us know that you've been enjoying this evening. Don't forget the Alaska Highway video can be yours at the $100 level, or the John Van Zyl poster at the $50 level, or you can have both at the $125 level. And if you have worked on the Alaska Highway, let us know that when you call in. Let us know your name. We would like to read that on the air in the next break. So give us a call right now, and we will be going right back to the Alaska Highway program in just a few minutes. Ron's holding the video, and I'm holding there. You can see the poster. It's a great poster, and Scott's sitting here with nothing to do.
Well, you know, all night long we've been watching Alaska television programs, and we've given away a nice weekend to a Southeast Alaska hotel, and we're going to go on the Alaska Marine Highway system. It's been a real nice night.
Yeah. That's a lot into this night.
Thank all the people that have joined us throughout the evening. It's been fun. It's had a good time, and it's nice to be able to give away a nice prize, and it's great to be able to have some nice Alaska television on tonight. It's been fun.
These are all premieres tonight. We've been really excited to bring them to you. We've had lots of fun here tonight, and they were all new shows for all of you in Southeast Alaska. From the Klawaka couple, who were subsistence gathering, to the Alaska Highway show. Give us a call right now. Let us know you support public TV.
Yep.